Hey guys, Andrew here with Blue Collar Rich, and today I'm going to show you 14 low-tech ways to make some extra money on the side. Who doesn't want that, right? So you don't need to be a computer whiz. You don't need to have any complicated apps on your phone for any of these strategies here. Okay? Maybe you're saving up money for your vacation. Maybe you're want to find a way to put a little extra money aside for your future, for your retirement. And then also maybe you just want to build up that emergency cash reserve. It's always a great idea to have an emergency 6 to 12 months of your expenses set aside in the event of an emergency. So that way if something were to happen to your income, you are reliably going to be comfortable for 6 to 12 months without having to pull towards or go towards those credit cards and get into a worse financial hardship. So I say this and I emphasize this simply because you don't have to go very far these days. Turn on the news and you're going to see emergencies happening worldwide. People are definitely going through some terrible circumstances these days, and having that emergency cash reserve to call on when the universe throws you that curveball, that's important. That's imperative. Otherwise, you're going to be in a very precarious position, and you will be forced to do more uncomfortable things like going to your credit cards, going to loved ones, and looking for that financial support. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you guys right now and show you these 14 low-tech ways to make some extra income. Check it out.
All right, guys, we're going to start the list off here with number one, Airbnb. This is probably going to be one of the more well-known brands on this list as a way to make some extra money on the side. So I want to start things off first, though, by giving you guys the heads up here that many items or many strategies on this list don't require the use of a computer or an app, but many do as well. I still consider them low-tech ways to make some extra money on the side because these websites and apps are basically used just to handle the logistics, and actually they serve as taking a lot of the workload right off your plate, like for instance the marketing aspect. Like so Airbnb here will be showing your place and the pictures of your place to people that are traveling to your part of the world. So that's something that you don't have to worry about now. And obviously they're going to share in the profits to cover their expenses to allow you to operate on that platform as well. But so let's really dive into here these options here, guys. So Airbnb. If you're not familiar with it already, this gives you the ability to rent out your home or part of your home. Perhaps you can help someone with a private bedroom, or maybe you have a pull-out couch in your living room and you can offer them a shared space, which would obviously rent out for a lower rate than if you were able to give them a private bedroom. I've been a guest, I've been a host, and I have enjoyed being on both sides of the coin on this one here, guys. It's a great way to make some extra money on the side. You're going to meet some really cool people that are traveling to your part of the world, and they're probably looking at Airbnb to maybe find a more affordable option, maybe because they just want that personal touch and talk to some of the locals and find out all the cool things that they want to see, do, or eat. Go to get some cool places to get some food in them, and you might be able to point them in the right direction. So if you're a people person in that respect, I'm sure you'd really enjoy this option. So when you go to the website here, you just head over here to become a host. You'll see there's a little drop down there that shows what I can get from my place in downtown Vancouver here. Click on that, and it says host a home, no time to host, or host an experience. So it gives you some options here depending on how much time you have to dedicate to this method to make some extra money here, right? So a fantastic way to make some extra money, guys. I hope you look at this, and if this is not an option, well, I've got 13 more options for you to take a look at here. So here we go. Number two, being an Uber or Lyft driver. These are fantastic ways to make some extra money, and I got to start things off by if you're watching this from British Columbia. I'm obviously here in Vancouver. Unfortunately, Uber and Lyft don't currently exist here right now. There are some headaches going on with the local government and ICBC, which handles our local automobile insurance. And that is preventing Uber and Lyft from operating in this province. We're all crossing our fingers that eventually we'll be able to get this going here as well. It's actually kind of embarrassing when I have friends coming to visit from other parts of the world, and they tell me they're just going to take an Uber to come meet me, and I said, well, that's actually not going to help. That's not going to work here in Vancouver, so I'm going to have to come pick you up from the airport myself. So we're all crossing our fingers that that's going to happen, and from the sounds of things, we are going to get it eventually. So here on the Uber website here, you're just going to hit this button here, become a driver. And then, yeah, it's just going to need your information, fill in your details right here on the side, and then you'll be able to just wait till the notifications come your way so that you can start picking up people and making some money. Here we got Lyft, and guys, I want you to know too, I am going to include these links in the description area as well, so that you guys can find these links easily enough. Okay, so check out the differences between Lyft and Uber. You might want to favor one over the other for whatever reasons. Everyone has their preferences, and see which one suits you the best. So here we go. Hit become a driver. And then, of course, again, here it asks you to fill in your details. And then you just download the app and wait for whenever you have some free time in your hands, you're now available to give people rides. Make some extra money, because otherwise your car is probably sitting around just costing you money. So now that takes me to number 3, Toro. I also have to mention here, if you're watching this video from British Columbia at the time of this filming, Toro is not an option here. I've actually spoken with the company. I've even spoken to ICBC, and the way our current system is set up here in this province, Toro is not an option. This is basically the Airbnb for your vehicle. I do know people are using this app a lot in Alberta, which is the province right beside us, and then of course down the US as well. So your car is probably sitting in the driveway or in the garage or in the parkade, and it's costing you money, right? It's just sitting there and it's not making you a damn thing. So if it sits there for a day, a week, a couple weeks, wouldn't it be nice for you to rent that out to someone who's visiting your part of the world and would like to have some wheels, right? So so you can see there's some pretty cool rides here. You can rent out Teslas, Jeep Wranglers, all kinds of cars. You can get a Maserati or whatever you want. And then, of course, if you just want a Toyota Corolla, there's $20 a month there. So this guy is making some extra money with some $20 per day on the side, because he's probably not touching his car for a day, 2, 3 days, maybe a week or longer. Maybe he's going on a trip and his car is just going to sit there doing nothing but collecting dust. A lot of people are working from home these days, so they're not even touching their vehicles as much as they once did. So, so if you are watching this from outside of British Columbia, I hope you take a look at this option. And again, this is much like Airbnb. You have the option to leave reviews, and ratings for the people that are renting out your car, and then they can leave ratings for you as well. So it's a good idea whenever you're using these services to really take care of your customers and your clients, so that they leave you a positive review, and then that way you will be viewed much more favorably by other people, which will in turn help you make more money in the future, right? So that's Turo, which is a great option, and I'm just crossing my fingers that it becomes an option here in British Columbia as well. So number 4, Amazon Flex. This is a great opportunity as well, keeping on trend here. Looks like Amazon is showing us here that you can make anywhere between $18 and $25 an hour, so that you can deliver packages for Amazon. They could use some help making sure their clients get their packages, and they're willing to pay you per package here. So I'm just going to scroll down here. And so flexible hours, be your own boss, get started. Let's hit that button right there. And here you go. You can see all these cities right here where they're looking for help to deliver their packages. So this is a win-win situation. You can make some money on the side, and people are going to get their packages that much quicker from Amazon. So this is another great opportunity here for someone to make money. So number 5, TaskRabbit. TaskRabbit, this is a great option. This may or may not require the use of a vehicle. And it's also going to require work that's online and offline. It's going to give you some options right here: handyman, moving and packing, furniture assembly. This is a perfect way for you to help out the local people in your community. Think of maybe retired people. Think of people who with disabilities. Maybe think of people that are just away on vacation, and when they come home, they want their place like set up and ready for them. They don't want to have to worry about hanging up the TV, mounting the TV or the mirrors or whatnot, and they just want everything ready to go for them, and they're willing to pay someone nearby that's got all the tools and the know-how to have everything set up for them. So this is another good opportunity here to make some money on the side. So I'm just going to scroll back up to the top. You just hit this button right here, become a tasker. And you include your information right here, and you just wait for those notifications to start showing up so that you can help people nearby. So Yeah, if you're a handy guy and you or a handy guy, handy girl, and you want to help people in the local area and make some money on your off time, your off hours, then another great option here for you, TaskRabbit. Okay, number 6, mock juror. So we have actually a few sites here that I want to show you guys. So attorneys actually need to prepare for trial. And a great way to do that is to hire these mock jurors that they can practice with. Just like any other skill out there, many of us know if you're playing a sport or maybe rehearsing something, maybe you're going on auditions for and you're in the acting industry. This is no different. These attorneys and lawyers want to be able to feel the most prepared they can for trial. So you can go to ejury.com. You can also go to jurytalk.com. You can go to onlineverdict.com. These are all options for you to look into. And then we also have Resolution Research. This one looks like a little bit more of a robust platform for you to check out. There's more options here than just being a mock juror. So I'm going to scroll to the top here. Where am I? So I'm going to go to Join Our Panel. And these guys have numerous things that they work on. So they conduct focus groups for product, device tests, taste tests, mock juries and online surveys, in-person interviews, and more. So this is a robust platform here for you to make some extra money in multiple ways, not just being a juror. So I wanted to show you guys this one as well. This one's pretty cool. Number 6, closet inventory. These options moving forward here probably will require much more use of a computer or an app. And this is one way for you to make some extra money on the side by selling some of those clothing in your closet that you don't use anymore. So more than likely, you're not going to be able to get the full value for the money that you obviously spent when the clothing was brand new. But you are going to receive some income that otherwise you weren't expecting. So this is clearly one way for you to make some extra money and clean up your place at the same time too. So what's wrong with that, right? And then another option here is threadup.com. Again, just more of the same. And as you can see, this is actually a great place to come to make some purchases as well and not have to pay full price. And then we also have tradesy.com. Yeah, these are great options to make some extra money on the side. Number 8, sell books. So you probably have, I'm guessing, a bunch of textbooks from back in the day that you haven't touched in years. They're just collecting dust. Or maybe you've got a bunch of novels that you don't plan on reading again. We got bookscouter.com here. Buy and sell textbooks. So again, you can sell your books here or maybe pick up some used books and save yourself a little bit of money as well. So this is another opportunity here for you to make some extra money on the side. Looks like they just want you to register and log into your account. I'm going to scroll here to the bottom. Something else I want to point out to you here, guys, is almost every site that I've shown you here so far has one of these affiliate links. Now that is more of an online strategy to make some money on the side, and I'm going to make a separate video for that and teach you guys a little bit about affiliate marketing as well. So we also have bookfinder.com that you can use to sell some used books that you're not using anymore. And then the obvious here is Amazon too, right? And then another obvious, I would think, is eBay. There's a lot of people out there that make quite a substantial income from selling products, new and used products on eBay. Number 9, testing and user feedback. So here we have usertesting.com. This is a fantastic way to just use websites and apps, and you're actually giving feedback to the company to help them make these apps and websites easier for us and more effective for us to use. So this is a great way to make some money. So I'm just going to go here, get paid to test. Look at that, earn $10 per test, visit a website or app. This is great. You can't ask for much better than this here, guys. This is a great way to make some extra money on the side, and it's the kind of activity that you can squeeze into whenever you can fit it, whenever you can fit that time in, right? So number 10, online tutor. So chegg.com, this gives you the opportunity to help maybe a struggling student or a student who is trying to develop their education in a particular area that you happen to be an expert in. Maybe you got a degree and you haven't used it in years. Like many people out there, you went straight to college or university right after high school, and you got that degree, but life happens and you ended up going a different direction in life. So now there are students out there, though, in school trying to master that craft, that subject that you spent years looking to develop. And so now this is your opportunity to put yourself out there and tell people that you're here to help, so that you're able to tutor people. Something else to also to consider is coaching. You'll find coaches in a wide variety of fields out there to help people in all kinds of aspects, anything from health, relationship coaches, dating coaches, business coaches, meditation coaches. Typically, coaches can set up one-on-one sessions or group sessions. These are the kinds of things that are very valuable and needed in this world, because people are always looking for that little bit of help. You can't go to Google just for everything, right? I mean, a lot of people go to Google for the basic stuff, but when you need that one-on-one approach, then you are going to seek out guidance from a tutor or a coach. We also have tutor.com here as well. And I think if I go down here, where is it? Or was it at the top? Yeah, here we go. Become a tutor. In the top right corner, click on that. And look at this. Look at this list of experts and all these different subjects here that they're looking for help. This is great. Yeah, so if you happen to have some education in any of these subjects, there are people out there that need your help. And then we also have Wazant here too. Wazant. So this is another way, another opportunity, another resource for you to go. Where am I? Here am I. So algebra, chemistry, Spanish, English. Something else I want to point out to you guys is that you can actually be a language tutor or a language coach. So for obvious reasons, you can teach people how to use how to speak another language if you happen to know more than one language. But more importantly than that, even if you don't have a second language, there are people out there who need language buddies, because maybe they're looking to learn more about English, and they need to speak English with another English speaker so that they can practice their skills before they move to the English speaking country, or maybe just to get ready for their exam. So you don't even need to have a second language, and you can actually be a language coach. How cool is that? I mean, what excuse do you have not to make that a little bit extra money on the side now, right? Number 11 is take surveys. So there are surveys that are online that are more of a scam. There are definitely some scams out there and are just designed to take your money. When I was doing some research online, I did come across this one, which is i-say.com. And from what I can tell, this one is more of a reputable resource that you can pull towards when you want to do an online survey, because there are businesses out there, companies that are truly doing some market research and need to gather some of your opinions out there so that they can sell that information to companies that are trying to develop products and services. So these surveys are another resource to make some extra money on the side here too. Okay. All right, number 12, sell photos. So I don't know about you guys, but I know a lot of people who are constantly taking pictures with their phones and are walking around with hundreds, possibly thousands of pictures on their phones. So we have an app here called Fope. And so this gives you the opportunity to sell pictures just by uploading your pictures onto Fope. And the reason why I love this one so much is because this is a true example of passive income. The more photos you have out there, the more likely it is that you're going to be making some passive income of people paying to download your picture, and now you're making a royalty. Royalties are a great example of passive income, where you do something once and you get paid for it for a lengthy period of time, or possibly forever. So clearly, the more photos you have out there, the better. And this app you can download to your phone and use that. There's also sites called Shutterstock. Shutterstock is regarded as being more of like a high-end photo resource that you can go towards to make some money here as well. Maybe you have a pretty high-end camera that you use when you go traveling because it's just a hobby of yours, but those pictures are just sitting on your computer collecting dust. They're not doing much for you. So why don't provide them on Shutterstock, or we also have iStock, iStockphoto.com. This also gives you the opportunity to maybe provide a little bit more higher end photos out there and make some passive residual income in the form of royalties. This is a fantastic option. Number 13, we've got search job listings. Monster.com is a well-known site, and what I would recommend is you would come here and do certain keyword searches like remote or from home or home-based. So we've got a licensed behavioral health therapist, home-based online English teacher. We were just talking about that. Oh yeah, see, look at these options. We have all kinds of ways to make some money on the side here. So monster.com is clearly a resource that you can go towards as well and find some options. And then Craigslist. Craigslist we have all over the place as well. Again, I would use those unique keywords and try to find something that's at home or remote for you to do on the side. And then another option here is I just did a Google search for government jobs. There are municipal, provincial, and state level and federal government jobs out there and quite often there are seasonal government jobs and part-time government jobs. All it takes is a quick Google search for you to find if there's anything in your area that you're qualified for you to go towards. And then finally, we also have LinkedIn. LinkedIn is another great resource for you to use to find those jobs. You can actually set alerts on LinkedIn that will let you know when a job pops up that fits your criteria. So we got connect, find, be found, learn and share, and then power your career. There's plenty of ways here to find some extra money on the side here. Number 14 here, guys, is get creative. We've all heard those crazy stories of people making some extra money on the side. I read an article recently of a guy who sold his last name. He had to change his last name. I think he made about $45,000 for that one. And I know years ago, this is an old one, maybe some of you remember, but I know years ago I saw a man who went out there and got boobs. He had boobs implanted and he got paid because I think it was a dare or a bet that he made with some friends, and I can't remember how much money he made on that one, but there's clearly examples out there, guys, of people being creative and being able to find ways to make some extra money on the side. Now, I'm not saying you have to go out there and get boobs or change your last name, but there's a really great resource here called realwaystoearnmoney.com. I've checked out this a couple times, and there's some great options here of people making money and in a very low-tech manner as well. So there's articles on each of these. You can see he's got 103 pages of methods here of how to make money. Some of them are more techy and some of them are more low tech. So it just takes a little bit of searching here to go through and see what he's got available. But there's no excuse here to say that there's no work out there. There's no way I can make money out there. There's all kinds of ways. I know in one of these articles, I can't find it right now, but I saw an example here of someone who actually went out and lost weight. She went and lost a bunch of weight, and she was able to earn $4,800 by doing that. So clearly that is a low-tech way to make money, and you're improving your health at the same time as well. So you're reducing your health expenses, you're making some money on the side, and you're improving your quality of life. So there's no going wrong with that. And then another option here we have is the work at home woman.com, and that will give you way more options here to make some money on the side as well here. 99 plus paid writing gigs and opportunities, so maybe you're a writer. What else we got here? The best work at home careers for people over 50. That's a great article. Look at that. Yeah, see? This is fantastic. Look at all these options. All right, and I also have the pennyhoarder.com. Another great example. I mean, look at these articles. Like, these pages are bursting. They're full of ways for you to make some extra money on the side. And if you're, maybe you have a normal job and you can't get any extra overtime, well, this is your opportunity to come to a page like this and have a look. This couple is raising 3 daughters, 2 dogs, and 2,000 chickens. Well, I know those aren't chickens; those are ducks. But I guess maybe they just had to use the photo that they had on hand. But this is that's a little weird. I don't get it. Those are not chickens. But this is another example of how someone made some extra money on the side. All it takes sometimes is getting creative. So guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm probably made this video longer than it needed to be, and I wanted just to make a point here that you guys have many opportunities, low-tech ways. If you're not very tech savvy and you don't spend a lot of time on the computer or the phone, I know in 2017 at the time of this filming, it must be a little frustrating and maybe perhaps scary because there's a lot of changes in the marketplace, and it must feel a little daunting sometimes. But I assure you, there are many opportunities, many ways out there for you to make some money on the side and get yourself out of any financial hardship you might be feeling. I get it. I've been there. Many of us have been there. Don't wallow in self-pity. Just get up, get moving, find things out there that you can do to improve your financial situation, reduce those expenses, and increase your income by providing value. At the end of the day, your income is directly related to the amount of value you bring to the world. So keep that in mind, and you will be more than okay. I promise you. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid. Anything you've ever wanted is just on the other side of fear. And sometimes it just takes getting out of that comfort zone and trying something new that you've never tried before. So wanted to quickly just share that with you guys. Every day I look around me and I see examples of people struggling financially, and there's just no reason for it. We live in an abundant world, and there's so many things out there for you to do. So if you enjoyed this video, if you found some value here and you saw some ideas that you want to go back and take a closer look at, hit that thumbs up button, give me a like, let me know if there's a future subject that you want me to make a video on. So have a great day and take care of yourselves, and we'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.